On Tuesday, Donald Trump held a press conference in the Oval Office with Elon Musk, and the optics of it were not good for Donald Trump.
Elon Musk and Donald Trump proved nothing of what they said in the Oval Office today. Given their demonstrated comfort with public lying, everything they said about government waste in the Oval Office today, which had no specific details and no evidence, should be regarded as untrue unless and until proved true. As soon as they can show us the billions of dollars, what Donald Trump called today a lot of billions, and Elon Musk called a trillion, as soon as they can show us any of that waste, fraud, and abuse and prove it, I will congratulate them for finding that waste, fraud, and abuse. But so far, they have found absolutely nothing because they have produced no evidence of what they claimed they found today. They did not mention a single name of a single recipient of a single wasted dollar by the American government.
Your detractors, Mr. Musk.
I have to what?
Including a lot of Democrats.
I have detractors?
You do, sir.
I don't believe it.
Say that you're orchestrating a hostile takeover of government and doing it in a non-transparent way. What's your response to that criticism?
Well, first of all, you couldn't ask for a stronger mandate from the public.
This came after Time magazine depicted Elon Musk sitting at the Resolute desk on its cover, something that Trump would find infuriating. When asked about the cover, he just defaulted to his favorite schoolyard tactic, and that was to insult the publication, the same publication that named him Person of the Year, not once, but twice, including last year.
Mr. President, do you have a reaction to the new Time magazine cover that has Elon Musk sitting behind your Resolute desk?
Is Time magazine still in business? I didn't even know that.
Hurt people hurt people. But in this press conference, Trump sat behind his presidential desk in his presidential office, fully dressed as he should have been, in a suit and tie. However, standing next to him, one could even say towering over him, was Elon Musk, the richest man in the world, the man who answers for nothing and to no one, not to his workers, not to his investors, not to the American people, not to Congress, and certainly not to the US president whom he purchased with his own money. Elon stood there wearing a t-shirt, a long jacket, and a black MAGA cap, and he brought his small son with him, because Elon Musk does whatever he wants, when he wants, where he wants. Let's hear more from Lawrence O'Donnell on this.
The child was there as a power play by Elon Musk, demonstrating he can do whatever he wants in that room. When Donald Trump is your boss, you don't bring your kid into a business meeting with Donald Trump. And when Donald Trump is your boss, you don't talk more than Donald Trump in a business meeting with Donald Trump. Elon Musk spoke 3,666 words. Donald Trump spoke 2,487 words. Mike Pence never had a day like that in the Oval Office with Donald Trump. J.D. Vance will never have a day like that in the Oval Office with Donald Trump because Donald Trump is the boss of J.D. Vance.
Trump also referred to Elon's kid X as a high IQ individual. I don't even know what that means for a child. He seemed to be behaving exactly as you would expect most children to behave in a situation like that. I'm not going to comment any further on a child, but the best we can hope for him is that he grows up to be a well-adjusted person despite this weirdo childhood of his. By the way, his mother Grimes wasn't happy to see her son in the Oval Office during the press conference either. Someone tweeted at her that her son was so polite with Trump, and Grimes responded, "He should not be in public like this. I did not see this. Thank you for alerting me, but I'm glad he was polite." Sigh. One notable interaction during the press conference was when Elon admitted that he made a mistake when he said that the Trump administration and DOJ had identified and stopped $50 million being sent to Gaza to buy condoms for Hamas. And yes, that was a quote. He said, "Some of the things that I say will be incorrect and should be corrected. Nobody is going to bat 1,000. We will make mistakes, but we will act quickly to correct any mistakes." Hell of a mistake to make. But Elon Musk is a genius, or so I'm told. He must know how this all works by now. It doesn't matter if what he says is true or not. It doesn't matter if the things he retweets on his social media platform are verified or not. Once things are said, they are made real, at least in the minds of those who support him and the MAGA movement. Those people already willingly and eagerly indulge in conspiratorial thinking. So it doesn't even matter if Elon now says he made a mistake when he first said whatever he said. It's really just the fake news media pressuring him to backtrack his remarks. Or maybe he has to play nice this with Congress in order to get what he really wants out of them. I don't know. I'm trying to get into the minds of conspiracy theorists, and I don't really like living in that space. Anyway, Elon Musk, the richest man in the world, sat next to another billionaire, the president of the United States, talking about how his economic plan and everything he's doing in our government will ultimately benefit everyday Americans who he can't possibly know anything about. This man has never lived the life of the everyday American. He's never not been wealthy. And I'm not saying there's no such thing as empathy or relatability. I am, however, saying that we should not be looking for it or even assuming that it exists within capitalists whose only goals ever are to make money, to push their own personal agendas, and to solidify their own lasting legacies. Anyone who truly believes that Elon Musk and his handful of children are working on behalf of them and their bank accounts, anyone who thinks Elon Musk cares about whether or not American people can pay their bills is wildly delusional, and that's not something I'm happy to say. I wish those people would tune into what's really going on. It seems as though that's starting to happen amongst some Republican voters, but it's still just whispers. It's all very hush-hush. Republican voters have taken their cues from congressional Republicans over the past decade or so. Even if you disagree with Trump, it's not okay to voice those dissenting opinions. Loyalty above all else. Criticism is downright unpatriotic, which is the worst thing you can be. The left is not perfect. I have my issues with the left. I'm sure you do too. But at least the left has no problem saying when they don't like something. And that's problematic on its own, right? That can create problems of disunity, and it can fracture large-scale movements, which is one thing the right has over the left. But at least we understand that our elected officials work for us. We're supposed to hold them accountable. And I know that no one on the right voted for President Elon Musk, but they certainly did vote for Donald Trump. And if any of them are surprised that Elon has essentially taken over Trump's presidency, then they were never paying attention to begin with. All right, that's it for me. If you got anything out of this, please like the video and subscribe to the channel for more. Thanks.